Welcome to MScan Lab. Today what we'll be doing is testing a mobile phone. We'll be using the scripting capability of the RFX software to test in multiple bands and multiple power levels. We're doing the testing on the larger RFX RFX2 today, and we'll be using the Keysight E5515C wireless test set to communicate and control the phone during our testing. So the test set has already been set up. We're attached to the phone and we're ready to begin testing. Now there's a video showing exactly how to set up this test set because it can be a complicated process. So with the phone attached, placed in the center of our scanner, we go over to the software. We'll create what's called a base station emulator scan. Today we'll be testing in the GSM 850, which this phone supports. We'll say OK. Now we need a fairly high power level. In this case I'll be using -50. We've also gone through and verified this by doing a call beforehand. We can see the broadcast channel is set properly already. Traffic channel in this case, we'll add one for channel 128, which is the low band. We'll also add one for 251, which will be the upper band. Now the power control levels, we can test at various powers. We'll start with 0, which will be maximum power. We'll test one at a lower power just to see how that operates as well. We can do multiple samples to look at stability and repeatability of the system as well. This is sufficient for this test. Now we've placed our phone on the foam spacer to reduce the coupling between the scanner and the phone, so we have to account for those 25 millimeters in the software. We'll say OK here, and then we'll begin our scan. So the test set should call the phone automatically. We'll just answer that in case it can't do automatic answering. Once that's done and the call is connected, we can actually see the status on the front of the test set showing that it is connected, and the software should be running through all of the testing. So we see results start showing up on the screen, and it'll actually go through 4 different conditions. It'll go through each of the channels, and at each channel it'll also go through both of the power control levels that we'd set. Okay, so that's complete and we can see the results here. Now we see different frequencies, and we also used to see different power control levels. Along with those readings, we see the radiated power, the ARP readings, and we can in fact see that at the higher power control level, we in fact have a drop in power as we'd expect. Now I'm actually going to use the aggregate node feature so that we can do both sides of this phone and combine them together. So I'm simply going to copy all those settings and add a node with the copied settings. I need to flip over the phone to measure the other side, and I have to be careful also to rotate it around the y-axis, which is indicated on the scanner itself. Now this one has no scan data in it, but we'll repeat the same procedure. Now the short REB call, which actually I'll have to do, answer this one, and then we'll go through that testing. So after a few seconds for setup, we'll get to the measurement results, and we'll see those 4 same test conditions, the different frequencies and the different power control levels. So after a few seconds, we have these results, and we'll use the aggregate node to combine together the top and bottom sides. Now you can see the full spherical pattern, which is very close to dipole, and that's what you do expect at this lower frequency band. The TRPs have been combined together to give the total radiated power, and these are our results for this phone. So you can see in only a few seconds like this, we can achieve results testing for various frequency bands, various power levels, all done automatically. Put in context of what this would take in a chamber, you can see why this RFX RFX2 is called chamber on your desktop. So thank you for joining us today and looking at how easy it is to measure a mobile phone on the RFX2. If you have any questions or comments, you can post those below.